Good morning, student. Today we are going to learn the topic figure of speech. Here it is, one of the table which is given all the list of figure of speech. First of all, we just see the simile, but for that you have to check the spelling SIMILE, simile. In simile, two unlike things, means two different things, are implicitly compared. For example, she is like a fairy. A simile is introduced by words such as like, so, as. She is as beautiful as lotus. Such examples are included in the figure of speech simile. Or you can easily identify to find out the word like, so, as, like that. So this is the simile explanation. You can write like that. Identify the figure of speech, simile, explanation. Here the two different things. Suppose she is or Rama is as beautiful as lotus. So Rama and lotus are implicitly compared with the word like. This is an explanation. You can write there, and the question is for 1 mark. Secondly, we see here metaphor. Metaphor, it is completely vice versa, opposite of simile. There is no like, no as, no so. The word is there and it is directly compared. Life is journey. This is the best example of metaphor. It is an informal or implied simile in which words like, as, so are omitted. Omitted is not included or not visible. For example, he is like a lion. This is a simile. Suppose you are directly used, he is a lion. Life is like a journey. Life is journey. He is a lion. It is a metaphor. In the following example, metaphors are underlined. Means whenever the like word, as word or so is invisible, not written there, omitted there, you easily called that figure of speech is metaphor. So while identifying, put the name metaphor and yes, explanation how we can write. Here the life is directly compared to journey, or here he is directly compared to lion. This is an explanation for metaphor. Now personification. Personification is a attribution of a personal nature, intelligence or a character to inanimate object or abstract notions. For example, in some phases we use the furious storm, the thirsty ground and the pitiless cold. This is personification. Personification combined with persons means the non-living things is denoted or bestowed the quality of human being. Personified. For example, thirsty ground, peeping stars, pitiless cold, lonely road. Such sentences are the example of personification. Laughing trees. Here you can name personification and its explanation. You can write it here like the inanimate or object or abstract notions are given or are bestowed the qualities of human being. For example, peeping stars. The stars are non-living object and they are personified with the quality of peeping. Then the next, here we see the apostrophe, which are essential for our study. We are going to check here. Apostrophe, it is a direct address to some inanimate. Inanimate means non-living creature, things or some abstract idea as if were living person in some absent person, as if were present. Example, boy's mother loved him very much. Boy's mother, actually it is not present here now, so we are simply addressing. In that sense you can say, oh God Almighty. Here it is like that, oh my Father, save me. Here the Father indicating means God Almighty, superpower. So that time you can say that apostrophe. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is a statement made emphatic by overstatement. The sand of the shore. Here it is example given. Virtues are the sands of the shore. Sand of the shore is unlimited. You cannot count the seed of a sand or one beat of a sand, which is unlimited, infinite. That means it's a exaggeration. Exaggeration of the statement is given in hyperbole. For example, in general we can use it. Here it is. Such an example like I have counted all the stars in the open sky. We know that it is not possible to count every star which twinkles in the sky, but still I simply use it, means I have taken a lot of effort there. So in that way we can use hyperbole statement. Now synecdoche. Synecdoche is the understanding one of the thing by means of another. Here a part is used to designate the whole or the whole to designate a part. For example, I have Viceroy love the man. I have the Viceroy love the man. Here it is. Viceroy means not the particular designation or the person actually means his heart is full of pity. For example, here heart symbolizes means her whole body, means she is the girl of pity. She is having lot of pity. Her heart, she has a compassion for others. Like that we can say. So synecdoche is one of the body part that symbolizes the whole. Whenever any body part presents the whole human being or the whole person is the example of synecdoche. Now the transfer epithet, this is another figure of speech. Transfer, as per the name, something is transferred here, adjective is transferred here to somewhere else. In transfer epithet, the qualifying adjective is transferred from a person to a thing. Means suppose it is a person's adjective which is placed in the sentence or to a thing as in phrases. For example, sleepless night. sunburn mirth, and melodious plain. Means these are the adjective which join with night. Sleepless night, night never been sleepless. If somebody person is there, sleepless person hoga, not a night, but still adjective placed to night. Means person's quality or adjective join with some another word or a thing is called transperiphetate. Euphemism. Euphemism, by using the euphemism, we speak the agreeable and favorable terms of some person, object or event which is ordinarily considered unpleasant and disagreeable. For example, he is telling us a fairy tale. Fairy tale means imaginary story, means he is not actually speaking true, means he is telling lie. But directly you can not call him like that, you are a liar, you are talking with us lie. But in that sense, very soft word used here instead of harsh. For example, some persons died, then we can say no more, he is no more, he passed away. We never said he dead, he died, like that. Such a harsh words are there. Instead of that, we use very soft word. For example, he is no more. So such a figure of speech are the example of euphemism. When the harsh things, trying to convey in a very mild way. Then pun, we will see here the pun example. It consists of a play on the various meanings of a word. Its effect is often ludicrous. Example, is life worth living? It depends upon the lever. The pun means here the word one having the two different meaning. For example, the needle has an eye. Yes, the comb has teeth. So they are actually the teeth having the two different meaning. The one, the comb's teeth, as well as it is the human part. So these two things, the word is conveying two different meanings, called the figure of speech pun. Then the antithesis. In antithesis, a striking opposition or a contrast of word is made in the same sentence in order to secure emphasis. Antithesis means two opposite ideas are placing in a one clause. For example, to err is human, to forgive divine. To err means to error, to making mistakes. To err, that is opposite word, is forgive. Ups and downs, upward and downward. Such terms are placing in the one clause or in the same sentence. That figure of speech is called antithesis. Interrogation. Interrogation, here it is rhetorical question, wherever you don't need to get any answer, and of course at last you will get the question mark. Who is here so best that would be a bondman? The question which is not specifically asked for getting the answer, called rhetorical questions, and rhetorical questions are the example of interrogation figure of speech. Exclamation. Exclamation, it is used to strong expression of feeling. For example, oh, lift me as a wave, a leaf, a cloud, I fall upon the thorn of life, I bleed. This is an exclamatory sign again with that. you can easily identify this figure of speech somewhere in the addressing and the strong expressions or feelings that is expressed here. Then we will see here alliteration. Alliteration, it's very much rhythmic. It's a repetition of the same letter alphabets A, B, C, D to Z, or syllable at the beginning of two or more words is called alliteration. For example, by apt alliterations, artful. For example, Betty bought the butter, but the butter is bitter. Here, the B letter is repeated continuously for producing the musical effect to the poem. Or she sells on the seashore. Now, onomatopoeia. This is the figure of speech where you can see the sound word. The formation of a word whose sound is made to suggest or echo the sense, as in cuckoo. For example, bang, growl, hiss, gong, such a sound word. Tweeter, chirping, example like that. Chattering, these are murmuring, whispering. These words having the sound sense, such a word are included in onomatopoeia. This figure of speech, here we see the last one, tautology. Check the spell. Antithesis, we have seen the two opposite ideas are placed in one clause or in one sentence. Here, the similar meaning words in the one sentence or same clause we can find here. It is the privilege and birthright of every man to express his ideas without any fear. Actually, the privilege and birthright having the similar sense here in that sentence, and that's why it is a tautology. Here now we close